we have to move on to Hiei. Hiei, Dragon Within, is a 6/29 Evil Fire and Void, Enhanced Tenacious, or playable while committed, lose 1 health, colon. This attack gets +1 or -2 speed. Wowzers. That's a very good ability. Lose 1 health for -2 speed is very good. It's good. Lose 1 health for +1 speed, not so much, but the playable while committed ability makes it a little more understandable, right? I played a character in an older format that said lose 1 health for +2 speed or -2 speed, but not playable while committed. The character was very good, so I don't know if losing that 1 positive speed is going to be that big of a deal, or if the playable while committed ability is what's important. What matters about this character is the response commit. After your rival plays a block, seal and discard it. Period. Return this attack to its printed speed and damage, and they may try to block this attack a second time. This ability is incredible. This ability is really, really good. He is going to need an errata or rules update. I would love to know why. Seal and discard it. Return this attack to its printed speed and damage, and they may try to block this attack a second time. Return this attack to its printed speed and damage, and they may try to block this attack a second time, period. After rival plays a block, seal and discard it, period. I'm not understanding why. I would love, Daniel, for you to tell me why it needs an errata. Forcing, there's no rules about aborted blocks in the rulebook. Oh, that makes sense. They'll just update it. Forcing my opponent to successfully pass 2 blocks, even if it is putting the card back to its printed speed and damage, is very, very strong. There are plenty of high printed statted moves to play in this game to utilize this response and make it feel great. The biggest thing about Hiei is it is after they play the block, not after they try to play the block. Not after they try to play the block. So they take and they have to successfully play it first. If they fail the card, I just don't respond with Hiei. I just don't respond. And I still have my character so that on my next attack, if they try to block, I can make it. If they successfully block, I do it. They do it again. If this was after they try to block the attack, you seal and discard it, and it's just they discard a card, that's very good. But the fact that they have to pass it in the first place and then attempt to do it another one, crazy. So good. I think this character is good, and he's one of the characters that I have my eye on for who I would be playing competitively. I think this guy is super neat. Up next, we have... I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to. It's a 3/3, 2 mid block, 2 mid for 2. Fury weapon, enhanced discard momentum. This attack is +2 speed, +2 damage. If you don't have a use for momentum, this is fine. It's a common. This is another one of those. This looks bad, and it doesn't look as good as the other blank commons that exist, just because like discard the momentum is a pretty high cost. But this essentially has EX2 powerful 2 one time, and you discard the 1 momentum to get it. I think as a momentum outlet, as a 3 difficulty attack, I think this is pretty good. Could it have had like a desperation, win at desperation -1 to your block modifier? Sure. I think it could have had something along those lines. This card is fine. This card's fine. Not going to see a ton of play unless you're really like going in on like this this like 3 difficulty gimmick that you could potentially have. It's fine. Up next, we have Double Fists of the Mortal Flame. His uncommon 4/3, 3 high block, 4 high for 4. Charge, Echo, and Punch. And you can play it again from your card pool. Enhance First enhance, lose 2 health, add the top card of your deck to your momentum, period. This deck loses Echo. Makes sense to me. It's just free momentum generation, right? I have Double Fists of the Mortal Flame. I can play Double Fists. I can use its first enhance to lose my 2 health, slam my momentum. I play a second Double Fist of the Mortal Flame. I don't use the ability. I use the ability on Hiei or whatever, and now it's a 4 high for 4. And then I responded Echo, and I played Triple Fist of the Mortal Flame. Cards that snap and generate their own momentum. Very cool. Very neat. Yeah, it probably could have had like 1 more abilities, right? Because it looks like this card does a lot. All this card does is generate a momentum if I want to. If you're choosing to use the Echo ability, it doesn't actually have an ability. But it's an uncommon, so maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. Wouldn't want a ton of those running around inside of a limited pool. Up next, we have Dragon of the Darkness Flame, 5/2/1 mid block. It has charge, powerful 3, ranged, stun 1. After you play this attack, lose 2 health. You just lose 2. This can't kill you. Make sense? If you have 10 or less health, you may discard up to 3 cards from your hand as though they were momentum to pay for this attack's powerful cost. As somebody who's a big fan of discard their hand for plus 10 damage, discard 3 cards for plus 9 damage, pretty okay. It's pretty okay. This is a 6 mid for 7, so even if they do successfully block this move, you can still Hiei, put it back to its printed stats, and you have to figure out how to deal with the 7 damage move, right? They have to have a second block for it. Pretty good. Pretty good. Stun 1 is pretty neat. The powerful 3 is pretty okay. I like this card. I think this card is cool. I wonder if there are any characters that aren't Hiei that play it better. I wonder, right? Who like are down to discard more cards from their hand, who have more cards, right? Like maybe like a Shigaraki 3 who like draws with just a ton of cards. Maybe this is a 2-check that character might want to play. Unsure. But at the moment, it's a 5 diff 7 mid for 7 in Hiei at minimum, right? Fat Gum after he's converted. Maybe that's an idea under the fire symbol. I like that. Yeah. Definitely a card that needs to be played around with and experimented a little bit. I can't quite get a bead on exactly where this card is. Very cool art on this card. 4/3/1 low block, charge weapon, 4 mid for 4. Enhance, lose health. This deck gets 1 damage and gains stun 1. And if you're at 10 or less health, draw a card, gain 2 health. Again, your character wants to draw cards or lose health over and over and over again in order to give yourself a bunch of speed. It makes sense that this card burns you a little bit more and gets paid off for it. If you're at 10 or less health, draw a card, gain 2 health so that you can keep burning yourself over and over and over again. This card's neat. I like this card a lot. Does it deserve to be a 4 of in the deck? Maybe, maybe not. It's only a 4/3, 4 mid for 5 with stun 1 if you're above 10 health. But if you're below 10 health, 4 mid for 5, stun 1 that draws you a card and gains you 2 health. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty okay. Let's go to the foundations. I am the dragon. Words of affirmation. It is a 2/5/2 mid block response commit, lose 1 health. After your attack is not blocked, it gets +2 damage, period. This card's very good. I pay 1 to give it 2 at the commit cost is fantastic. After your attack is not blocked, it gets the 2 damage. That means that you can Hiei, make them fail the first block. They choose not to do the second one, and then at response speed, you turn all these sideways and go, actually, this 7 damage Dragon of the Darkness Flame was not 7 damage. It was 11 damage. Slam them sideways. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I like this card. Hey, overhaul +4 damage. Yeah, overhaul +4 damage. That's very cool. That's very cool. It has the same ability, same speed as overhaul's ability. So fun. Yeah, and overhaul gets to play this card right under the evil symbol. That's neat. Up next, we have another rare, Mastering the Dragon. 2/5/2 low block. Enhance, remove. If you've lost 4 or more health this turn, draw 2 cards. Period. So what this is telling me is the idea of this character being like a big poke character on your turn. I want to like play a poke and then play like a bunch of burn abilities so that I could potentially draw 2 cards. Or more importantly, I got socked in the mouth for 4. I will remove this and draw 2 cards to help defend myself. And that's more of what I'm seeing, right? Or I got hit for 3 because I paid 1 for the -2 speed. The big thing about Mastering the Dragon is it's if you lost 4 health, not taken 4 or more damage, which is a big deal, right? I could successfully block 4 things having -4 speed, or -8 speed across 4 attacks, and then draw 2 more blocks and keep blocking. Like, there's a lot of versatility when it comes to what's going on with this card, right? And we also still have characters under the evil symbol that get to play Excited for Blood, right? I will hit you, respond Excited for Blood, lose 2, draw my card, flip, play a second Excited for Blood, lose another 2, flip, gain 4. Next attack, Mastering the Dragon, I'm off to the races. Cool ideas. Cool ideas with this card. Paying the cost. In this set, we've already seen 1/2 of Brute Strength, and here's the other. 1, 4, 3. Mid-block, enhance, lose 1 health, : your attack gets +1 damage. I mean, this is good, right? If this is a bet of I'm winning the game. I mean, we'll be winning the game. Me losing the 1 health is not going to help you win the game, but giving the +1 damage is going to help me win the game. It is on a 1/4. It is on a 1/4, and so that could be a little tough. It is on a 3 mid-block. That could be a little tough deck building wise. People are very afraid of the Canadian 5 check. But if you need more stats, or if you need to zoom yourself down to lose a bunch of health, then this card is good, right? What I'm afraid of with this card is in the fire decks that are going to have access to a 1 difficulty fire card that says just lose 1 for +1 damage, right? What does Endeavor 3 look like with this card? Is this a 1 diff that he's down to replace? Maybe I don't need the control check. Maybe I just want, +2 speed and +2 damage by paying 2 health on all my moves, because I know they're going to land. So it's just more icing on that cake. Let's go more Twisting Azure. Hell yeah, we love more Twisting Azure. We will do the next one. Unmatched Quickness. 1, 5, 3 high block. Enhance if you have 10 or less health. This attack gets +1 or -1 speed. Just another copy of Quick Attack, essentially. I like this card a lot because it says if I have 10 or less health, this attack gets -1 speed. Under the fire symbol, you just get both, right? If I'm at less than half, my moves get +1. If I'm at 10 or less, my attacks get +1 or -1. I think doubling up on this card on the fire symbol is going to be very annoying. And I think under the evil and void symbol, this is some really good speed hate. It's really good speed hate. It's really good speed pump. There's just a lot going on with unmatched quickness that I like. Yeah, I like this card a lot. This is probably my favorite card from his kit, truthfully. Probably my favorite card from the kit. Hojo's back, baby. Yeah, Hojo's back. But that's it. That's the whole kit and caboodle. So my question, you guys, is do you like Hiei? Do you like Hiei? Do you like his kit? Do you like what's going on with this guy? My personal opinion, I like this guy's character card a lot. I think this guy's character card is very, very neat. I like Dragon of the Darkness Flame, and I really like his last couple foundations, right? Mastering the Dragon is very cool. I actually like all his foundations. Paying the Cost is very cool. Unmatched Quickness. I think Unmatched Quickness is very good. Hell, I even think I Am the Dragon is very good, right? If you need more damage pump at response speed, like I don't have to commit this foundation until I know it's going to connect. I think this guy's stuff is very cool. I think his stuff's very cool. I think his attacks are a little lackluster, but it might just because like maybe I don't need to. Maybe this just being a momentum generator is fine, right? Sometimes it's sometimes Double Fist of the Mortal Flame, it doesn't get blocked, right? Because it's a 4 high for 4, so it just like generates me 2 momentum because of the momentum it steals then itself, which means that Dragon of the Darkness Flame is a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage move, not including the discard +9 from my hand. It's a 22 damage move. And you could do that on turn 2, right? Like this is the, hold on, it could be on turn 2, right? I play my double fist and I steal my momentum, right? And this is a 3 high for 4. It gets blocked, it doesn't get blocked. And then I just drag into the Darkness Flame and then use the momentum I just spend and discard my 3 cards. Give it plus 12 damage. Here's 19 catch. You had to deal with 4. Can you deal with 19 on turn 2? And it has stun 1 and I gave it a speed? Scary. Scary. Here's 19 damage on turn 2. And this guy with his kit is down for you to try and swing back on him and try and kill him. I'm down. I have 10 less health. I'm down. I have 10 less health. I'm in. How am I getting to 10 on turn 2? Does it say that you have to be... Oh, you have to be at 10 or less health. You're correct. You're correct. Maybe they were thinking. Good point, Jace. I can't read. I can't read. You have to have 10 or less health. The answer is you don't, and I forgot that it had that clause. Easy enough. Turn 3? Yeah, you can do turn 3. It says that you don't have to block anything. It says you don't have to respect your opponent. No blocks. Play good pokes. Just run it. But anywho, Hiei was cool. We got to move on.